actually do this weekly.
Weekly?
So every week I'm at a different con.
These creative individuals bring our favorite characters into the real world.
You're not only going to do pattern making and sewing, you may have to know painting techniques, to know molding techniques, sculpting techniques. Don't be afraid to try techniques that come from other domains.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 famous cosplayers. For this list, we're taking a look at cosplay idols that are well known for dressing as fictional characters at various conventions. Number 10. Myrtle Serosa.
Red hair, purple cutout costume at thigh-high boots.
While she began her cosplaying career at the age of 14, when she won multiple awards in her native country of the Philippines, Myrtle Serosa's career didn't explode immediately.
Everybody wanna try to box me in. Self-care never time locks me in. Paint the old pictures, then they drop me in. But I will remain where the top begins.
It wasn't until after her win on the Pinoy Big Brother Teen Edition 4 competition that she began to take on the cosplay world on an international level. Since then, Serosa has moved from just cosplaying to helping others with their own cosplays by becoming the judge of iCosplay, the first cosplay competition in the Philippines. Not yet convinced of her cosplay cred, she also is the official anime jockey for Hero TV, a Filipino network that hosts Filipino-dubbed Japanese anime.
Okay guys, I hope you guys learned a lot from our very special guest, Cyril Lumboy, because I did and I really had fun and now I look and feel like a doll.
Number 9. Marie-Claude Bourbonnais.
It took me like 1 full week of prototyping to do these gloves.
In order to be taken seriously as a cosplayer, you need to design your own costumes. Costume and fashion designer turned model Marie-Claude Bourbonnais stormed onto the cosplay scene in 2009.
I was here last year for Heroes of the North as well, and I'm traveling across Canada and the US to attend different conventions. I think that this Comic-Con this year is really big.
Some might be quick to dismiss her due to her somewhat augmented proportions. But on top of designing her own costumes, she was also one of the models to be featured in the Cosplay for a Cause calendar, which was put out to raise money for the Japanese tsunami relief effort. And hey, she's perfect for a true-to-the-comics Power Girl rendition.
So I'm just curious, where do you see yourself then in 5 years?
Oh my God, I hope that I will still be doing costumes. Maybe it could be costumes for movies, who knows?
Number 8. Megan Marie.
My name is Megan Marie and I'm a cosplayer. I've been cosplaying for about 10 years.
If we need some characters gender swapped, we ask our next entry. Working by day as a community manager, Megan Marie is a gender-swapping cosplay princess by night. Marie is known for her female renditions of iconic characters such as Batman adversary Two-Face and Nintendo mascot Mario. But her ability isn't limited to just that field. She has also blown the minds of fans with the likes of Frozen's Queen Elsa and San from Princess Mononoke. There is absolutely no limit to Megan Marie's ability.
I first cosplayed her because I thought it was a little bit of a simpler costume to tackle at first because I thought I could find found pieces rather than sewing something. But it turns out it's actually really difficult to pull off a successful Lara with all of the, custom holsters and all of that.
Number 7. Alodia Goshengfiao.
Don't forget the gloves. If you can't find an exact pair, you can sacrifice an old one and cut the finger parts. And we're done! Woohoo!
With over a decade of experience in the world of cosplay, our next entry is far from being an amateur. Recognized as a cosplay icon around the world, Alodia Goshengfiao has made numerous appearances in magazines, commercials, and even the Comic-Con documentary, Comic-Con Episode 4, A Fan's Hope.
Cosplay is the whole deal.
What are some of the choices on her roster that helped her nail such success? Alodia can be found sporting characters from Final Fantasy, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and even G.I. Joe. Her success definitely isn't showing signs of slowing down either, as she is also now widely considered one of the most influential women in the Philippines.
For me, cosplay is a combination of my hobbies, which is art, video games, anime, drawing, makeup, and fashion. So it's like your body is the canvas, and anytime you can change to whoever you want to be.
Number 6. Linda Lay.
Some of my best friends from conventions.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and connecting with people.
We promise, our next entry doesn't bite. Also known as Vampy Bit Me, Linda Lay's career started early. She dove headfirst into cosplay at the ripe age of 12.
First of all, let's go back to the start. Where does the name Vampy Bit Me come from? Where does that come from? The truth is, sadly, I didn't like the name in the beginning.
Lei rose to popularity after Japanese toy manufacturer Kotobukiya featured her cosplay photos when she was a teen. She has since developed a cult following and even launched her own cosplay and geek chic clothing line.
What? A designer, yes. Kind of.
While Vampy's signature character is the X-Man Psylocke, it has yet to grow old, as she is cosplayed as almost every version of said character. Luckily, some people just don't grow out of childhood habits.
Linda here, joining us on the stage
Hey.
in full awesome X-Men regalia.
Oh, thank you. I like that.
Number 5. DPity. It's time to acknowledge the fact that the internet can make people famous. Best known as the internet's Deadpool, DPity is what happens when pure irreverence is embodied by one crazy individual. While he's kept his real identity anonymous, DPity has since pushed the popularity of Deadpool to an all-time high, making fans go absolutely crazy for the character. He's also secured a following like no other, with fans worldwide waiting for his next convention antics video to be released. Number 4. Lisa Lu Hu.
I'm Mad Moxie from the original Borderlands.
Our 4th place performer shows just how much exposure an amateur can gain. A newcomer to the cosplay world, Lisa Rosenberg began parading in costume in 2012. She made national headlines with her cosplay of Frozen's Princess Anna, being mentioned by name by both Disney and Time magazine as proof of the film's overwhelming popularity. If you are interested in her designs, she is also the purveyor of the Rarities Boutique Etsy store, where she makes and sells custom designs. You want a cosplay success story? You found it.
This is my own original design. Everything was made and designed by me, where instead of her finding her prince up on land, she instead becomes queen of the ocean.
Number 3. Spiral Cats. Sometimes the only way you can make cosplaying better is with a team. Composed of South Korean cosplayers Tasha, Doremi, and Seoul, the Spiral Cats are a common sight at many conventions. Stylized similarly to a K-pop group, the Spiral Cats instead recreate iconic characters and images from various manga and comics. By far one of South Korea's most popular exports, the Spiral Cats' work astonishes cosplay fans around the world. Want a recreation of your favorite anime? Spiral Cats have you covered.
저는 사실 얼굴이 한국에서도 니나리를 되게 닮았다는 말을 많이 들었어요. 이 코스프레 했을 때 유저분들 반응이 가장 좋아서.
Number 2. Yaya Han.
It's not like I went to school for business, so everything I've done is very, I hope this works!
Our previous entries may be expert cosplayers, but our silver medal goes to the expert who judges the experts. Initially discovering cosplaying at Anime Expo in 1999, Yaya Han has come a long way from her roots. A frequent judge at cosplay competitions around the world, Han has even broken into the world of television with frequent appearances on King of the Nerds, as well as being featured on Sci-Fi's Heroes of Cosplay.
While I'm trying to decide if I should wear Baroness for Ottawa,
Han is also considered a cosplaying pioneer for her endless line of costumes. If you need inspiration for your next design, you don't have to look very far.
my biggest tip for beginning cosplayers is do your research, take advantage of all the resources out there, talk to the people that have made costumes before you, Google how other people have made a costume that you want to make, right? So you can see what materials they use, what techniques they use, and how it turned out.
Before we cosplay as our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
How do you feel about all that attention?
I don't know. I'm pretty good at separating cosplay from my normal life, so it's just fun. It's just a way to share what I do with people.
I do other characters. Lara Croft is definitely my favorite one to be. She's my favorite character of all time. This is one of the first variations I did of her. It's the classic one, but I've done about 7 different versions now.
I was a very shy, awkward girl in high school, and I was getting into anime, and I saw this girl, and she was fun and outgoing and sexy. And I think in my mind, I was like, well, I wonder what it's like to be that. Maybe I'll make the costume for Halloween and kind of get to experience it.
And now the young monsieur and madame have rung the chapel bell. C'est la vie, say the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell.
Number 1. Jessica Nigri.
This is like the Super Bowl of cosplay.
I like coming here. It's just awesome.
Move out of the way, peons, and make way for the queen of cosplay. Starting her cosplaying career in 2009, Jessica Nigri has repeatedly won award after award and quickly gained internet stardom.
Onyx?
Yes, Queen.
I have to kill you now.
Cool.
Probably the most controversial cosplayer on our list as well, Nigri has been criticized for using her curvaceous figure and skimpy outfits to grab attention. Perhaps most notably for her portrayal of Juliet Starling from Lollipop Chainsaw.
Don't you just totally hate it when your school clothes get so nasty?
Despite this, or perhaps because of it, Nigri's popularity has only skyrocketed, to the point that she was hired by the likes of Ubisoft and Katakawa Games as an official spokesperson. Sometimes being risque pays off.
It's almost better if you do the cosplay promotion because you really you really step into the shoes of that character and you really have to kind of pay attention to what you say. You gotta make sure you're representing the company well and you gotta really sell it to the fans.
Right. Do you agree with our list? Who's your favorite cosplayer? For more impressionable top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.